The second part, it is the internal mechanism of a hydraulic jack. As you have seen before, it is a device used to lift heavy loads. So this hydraulic jack uses two principles to multiply the applied force. The first principle is the principle of Pascal's law, and the second one, it is the principle of levers. So this hydraulic jack has a big piston connected to a small piston with a hollow tube. So let's see and understand how this hydraulic jack uses the principle to multiply the applied force. So here, the smaller cylinder with the cross-section area A1 is connected to larger cylinder with the cross-section A2 by using a hollow tube. So when a force F1 is applied on a smaller piston, the of F1 by A1 is developed inside the smaller cylinder. This develops a pressure of F2 by A2 on the larger cylinder since the system is confined by the Pascal's law. So we can say that the pressure at smaller cylinder is equal to the pressure at the larger cylinder. This is clearly tells that the force at a larger cylinder is the pressure at a smaller cylinder multiplied by the area of the larger cylinder. Due to this reason, the large amount of force is developed in the larger piston when a smaller force is applied on a small. So let's see, this hydraulic jack uses the principle of levers. Levers can be used to exert a large force over a smaller distance at one end by exerting only a small force over a greater distance at the other. If we apply a smaller force at a point A of the lever and displace it through a long distance, then a point B, the lever moves a short distance. But with great force, the same principle is used to hydraulic jack to multiply force. Now let's see how this internal mechanism of hydraulics works. So it consists of the reservoir to store hydraulic fluid, a hollow tube connected to the reservoir to a smaller cylinder. Another hollow tube connects a smaller cylinder with a larger cylinder. So now let's see how this mechanism works. As you see, the small piston, as it moves up, it absorbs this hydraulic fluid from the reservoir. When it moves down, it pushes this hydraulic fluid to the large cylinder, which means that as it reaches this large cylinder, it is just pushing this large piston outside as our main purpose.